So as I bring up the map here, so I mean, on the
Yeah,
screen
sure.
it might be a little bit hard to see, but for there's a place where you start. There's a hometown. There's some outposts you can go through, and you can kind of see where the different places connect and where you've been to. Is this different every time? The layout, every game that you join, does that change? Is that part of the procedural generation?
Actually, we've done like a kind of a hybrid. So the world is always the same layout,
Mm-hmm.
um, and about 70% of the world is randomized each time you play, but a lot of it, like the outposts always are in the same spot, and certain quest locations and things like that are always there that the players
Okay.
can count on. Some dungeons are static and always there, but then but in between those areas, kind of like they're in specific spots. We want players to have a destination,
Mm-hmm.
but then we randomize the maps during your journey. Essentially, on your way to that point, there's a lot of maps that will be randomly generated each time you play the game. So
The squares that you actually encounter
yeah, the
themselves.
squares you go through, which is very Binding of Isaac, like a big inspiration of how we did it.
Very cool.
On your way to that point, you'll recognize the boss you're fighting or whatever, but it'll be different rooms on the way there. And so like here's like a mini boss on your way to, let's say we were trying to go back to town or go to the outpost, and then we fight a boss on the way there. It's that kind of stuff happens in
Right.
fantasy stories. So hey, get out of here.
I guess we have
Oh, you frozen. Oh, he's okay. All right, we're almost there.
He was
almost
almost
got-
frozen.
Yeah, I need to work on this guy a little bit. Come on, open up. I'll stun him when he. Here
There
he
we
goes. And
All right.
all right.
More loot. Oh, and my dog's back.
That was that bandit's dog. He got separated. The enemies. This funny that if the bandit would have been close enough to that pod, the renowned dread pod, they would have started fighting. The
Oh,
enemies
interesting.
all on the same team. So sometimes you come in a room and there's like a battle going on, and you just run in and mix it up. Pretty fun.
Very cool. So, what other kind of new features or new things are you kind of hoping to get in with this or add from Rebirth?
Well, we've kind of Rebirth was very linear and story focused. There's a lot of cinemas in the game, and we've trimmed that down quite a bit and focused on players kind of making their own way and their own adventure. But if you do follow the main story path, you'll still get a fully fleshed out story experience with a lot of surprises. I think people will be kind of surprised with how much we've stuffed into this game. And then there's epic mode later on. After you reach level 15 to 25, you go into epic mode, and then everything is super hard. It's a completely skill-based game, and will challenge veterans of retro gaming. Here, come over here real quick before we have to go. I want you to see something.
Okay.
This is a dungeon that is always here, and it's the abandoned house.
Uh-oh.
There's actually a little bit of lore about it. If you pull up your map right now, you could read down on the abandoned house below.
Is this where the Fratellis live?
No,
No?
not unless they look like old ladies.
Or Sloth? What's in the
Okay.
basement?
She's saying some random nonsense, and then
Oh, that's not good.
yeah, right.
I'm just gonna run, apparently.
Oh, you got caught in the dialogue sequence.
Oh, there we go.
So we can go down or maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should tease the players and not go. Just okay. We'll go down. So this is if you look at the map,
Oh, okay.
the maps are like randomly. That's a Space Invader.
I was gonna say, it's the Space Invader.
yeah. I put some little Easter eggs in here, and we happen to draw the Space Invader map.
Fair enough.
But the rooms that you go to, each room you go to is randomly selected from a bunch of handcrafted rooms with random encounters inside. And oh my gosh, there's the boss.
They're all flaming. They're all
Did you
on
turn
fire.
them all on fire?
I didn't put them on fire. They started going on fire.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm trying to put them all out.
Oh! Oh my gosh. Okay.
Well, I survived.
Yes, and so we come back.
All right.
All right. Uh,
Now I'm really reminded of Binding of Isaac.
yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
So there's entire dungeons then that you can explore. Wow, floor 1 of 3. So I'm guessing there's probably going to be some sort of big boss at the end of this.
There's a big boss at the end of this, and it's got a little bit of bullet hell elements to it, and it's a lot of fun. And then there's some secrets down there as well with the boss that you need to do if you're a true adventurer. Some collectibles and things. So yeah, very Binding of Isaac once you get into the dungeons.
That's great.
Multiplayer and, RPG elements on top of that.
Oh, that's great. So you got a little bit of Diablo, a little bit of Binding of Isaac. You've got a crafting and material system. I mean, layers of game upon game. But I mean, the fact that it's all cooperative, you can hop in with friends.
Mm-hmm. Hop in, drop out.
That's
anytime.
excellent. That's great. Well, thanks so much for showing us, a little bit of the game. It's an alpha right now. You said you've got a closed beta coming out soon, but
Yes.
hopefully beyond that, we'll see a more open beta. Have folks jumping in here and checking out the game.
Oh yeah, man, it was a pleasure. Thanks for having me on. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but this is the first time we've been on a media site. Co-Optimus is the first site that we've shown our game to, and we love all the support you guys have shown us over the years, and really appreciate you reaching out. And
No problem. We love co-op games. That's why we're here. We're happy to just spread the word about any co-op games. Well, on behalf of myself and the rest of the Co-Opta crew, thank you so much for the time today, Matt, and look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah.